here in Raipur. We had a six fest over there. And who knows what lies in store here. This is number 2 out of 5. We are in this giant stadium here, the capital of Chhattisgarh. Still pretty much in the center of India to watch India take on New Zealand at the Shahid Bhian Singh International Cricket Stadium here. They only had one T20 international here before. This is a fair distance away from the center of the city. And it's a mammoth stadium. This takes 65,000 people, one of the biggest in the world, and the biggest playing area in any ground in India. So it'll take some filling, but with enthusiasm here in Raipur, I won't be surprised if it does. They get a match that has as much action as the previous one did. They'll go back satisfied too.
Is that he will be playing the 3rd and the 5th game, and
noise in it. The atmosphere out. Bumrah not playing today, or they're just managing.
He said that he needs a bit of game time. He hasn't played. Is going with. They feel that is enough for him. Once.
But what it means is that the very impressive Harshdeep.
He wants to be in that starting. Does arrive, you would assume he'll be in. So he's really fairly orthodox. It's a little.
And once again, there's a play and miss early on. Very good away movement for the left-arm swing bowler,
which got rid of Devon Conway.
Fine space on the offside. The ball will reach the boundary and it'll leave the batter a lot happier.
Big difference between the two shots. One, he went searching for the first one. He really did go hard at the first one. But you look at the way that he held back on this. There's no great flourish. It's just a great piece of timing.
Not sure this was hit as well. But it'll still go for 4. Ishan Kishan is a man in the deep. 2 boundaries for Conway.
He did really well to get there, Ishan Kishan, but you'd have to say it's a...
He went surging after that first ball, didn't he? First ball swung, being dealt with.
Yes, so just sack folks who's not going to...
Now this will go way beyond the boundary. These are bigger boundaries here. But Conway's thrown the kitchen sink at it. And he's an early contender for the Apollo Tyres Go the Distance. I reckon that's about 63, 64 meters to... He's got to beat the man inside the circle as well. This is a mammoth over for New Zealand. 8.
Lobby yesterday, and he said he'd...
Hardik Pandya gets a little extra bounce. Preferred with the new ball over Rana. And I think that's because when he
hit one of them, but it really took...
One force change for India with Akshar Patel. Deep Yadav has to come in. But if you want to
bowl, or a bowler who can bat, without last ODI, but if Bumrah has scored.
That's what you expect from Seifert, don't you? Seifert and Allen.
Put pressure on.
Just into the body.
Outrageous, isn't it, cricket these days? I mean, this is the first over of Hardik Pandya. You've got one that's hit you on the gloves. You've got a wild swing third ball, so it's not working that way.
No timing on that.
Play that way expensively outside off.
And a little more wood on it, and they'll take the run. They'll take the run. It's a pretty good over though. 7 off at 25 for Nolan.
Can he get 2? He'll come back for 2, you would imagine. No, he slipped. That is in support and reflect still missing. And
it's a better ball. Sneak a single. And it's in a lovely part of...
Beautiful part of the world, Harsha. It's a wonderful beach, but it has...
He needs to clear the field, which he does easily for 4.
He'll go onside. Conway will go through the offside because of the natural movement back, and there's not a lot of it. But that is a plan for Seifert. There's only 2 on the onside in front of square. With
point is coming in off the boundary.
But is going to handle this now because yes, they
This time, one bounce, 4 over Squellig. Dug it in, hoping to produce the false shot. The shot was there, it wasn't false.
Yeah, and the thing is, you didn't have a feel for that. You pushed the man to long on and you've dug it in short with no protection.
Through the offside for 4, there's just runs everywhere. There isn't a part of the ground they're not accessing.
That's very clever batting and a wonderful exhibition this from New Zealand to begin with. Seifert having hit him through the onside twice. Arshdeep Singh knew he was looking there or thought he was looking there. So he
and he plays it fine. This isn't great bowling, I'm afraid, because he didn't have support on the onside, and so he's now gone for 36 in 2 overs. New Zealand are 43 for no loss. Straight up, this should be taken. A little bobble, but eventually it's in the hands. Once again, Harshit Rana shows the number 4.
As he walks back for 19, New Zealand 40.
Better player than that. Free stroke.
Up very high. And very well taken. Ishan Kishan. It was a steepler and an early strike.
3 for 2 New Zealand.
And the wicket maiden in. Oh, crunch down the ground from Rachin Ravindra. His first maximum. 50 up.
He picked the slower one up pretty early. In the slot, as they say.
Oh, hammered through the offside. That is a shot of high class from Rachin Ravindra.
It just tells you how good this pitch is. Last month, when there was a one-day game between India and South Africa, more than 700 runs were scored then.
Mid-wicket, that is huge. It's into the crowd, that one. Clears the moat. Making the most of the last over of the power play.
Every now and then.
Wow, 91. Put another 3 on that. That's 96. 97, I think. 3 or 4 or 5 metres more. He has hammered that. Doesn't bother. Does not bother. Oh, 92 metres, that one. Very good from Rachin Ravindra. Great.
2,000 runs in T20 cricket.
We've seen some big hits, we've seen some big overs, and it just continues. We're in for a run fest here.
That's exactly.
Oh, 4. But there's very little you can do as a bowler. You didn't do too much wrong. You threw it wide. It's the nature of the modern game. You throw your bat at everything. It comes off sometimes. 50 of the partnership in 25 balls. Jeez, hit that ball so well. Now, you've seen so many sixes today. 6 in all, 11 boundaries. That was just hit as well as anything. Maybe better than most shots. Miss it. There's a fielder underneath. Takes the catch. It's all or nothing today in Raipur. And Phillips is the one who goes after a rollicking partnership with Rachin Ravindra.
Might have just looked to go a little bit too leg side on this occasion, Phillips, instead of going
Sort of above Chapman. What they're trying to do here. Well, they're trying to take the wristies up. You've got to get 200 against them.
तो कला है उनके पास गेंदबाजी की यहां पर अच्छा शॉट सीधा लॉन्ग ऑन के फील्डर के पार कुछ कर नहीं पाए हार्दिक पांड्या थे शायद और जहां सिंगल और डबल से काम चला रहे थे वो बाउंड्री आ ही गई
खरारा शॉट था
एक बार फिर से लगभग वैसा ही शॉट और इस बार तो हिले भी नहीं हार्दिक
flat bat. We've seen some shots today, but this is quite unique.
Almost a
percent.
Just taking pace off. He might have put that in the gap actually. There were two fielders running. I'm not sure either of them was sprinting particularly. And the ball just rolled off. We're seeing the ground in front of us. It was one. Straight up. Straight up. Hardik Pandya takes another catch. His third today. The experiment with Shivam Dubey has worked. And once
Of 11, it's one.
Another one gone. New Zealand are crumbling here, and that's a big one. Chasing a wide, Rachin Ravindra. They're handing this back to India.
They certainly are, and this is good bowling, clever bowling. Every time it's been in the bat swing.
At number 7. A touch. But they've had some help. And a misfield. Might even get 2 for this misfield. Should do.
Glenn towards the third fielder.
And if he had missed the ball, it would have been called a wide. It was so far away, the left-hander. Very good.
This wasn't very smart batting either, to be perfectly honest. It was there for New Zealand, but gone wide of the man just up inside the circle. It was really well played by Santner in the end.
Just tells you what little margin for error there is. Chakravarti's idea was right, bowling at the pads, trying to cramp the batters.
I don't mind that actually, because they will realise if they can get another one now, and so I think this is a good. It's a bigger ground, this. It's important to test the outfield.
As a bowler, you have some opportunity. It's a contest. Half a hit, you're defeating.
Single for Chapman to end the over. Safe one. Again pushing into a gap. Another 2. Places like in.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, beautifully timed by Santner. My goodness me, that was silky smooth.
Yeah, and Kuldeep Yadav hasn't done too much wrong tonight. He's hardly bowled a bad ball, but that actually slipped out of his hand. Full bizarre.
Another the rope behind you.
If you've got to stay a little bit deep, so be it.